Across the U.S. Midwest tonight, residents are taking stock of whatever belongings they have left after a series of deadly tornadoes barreled through the region on Sunday. At least 8 people are dead in Illinois and Michigan. And while the damage is extensive, experts say early warning systems likely prevented a much greater loss of life. Robin Stickley joins us from one of the hardest hit communities. Robin.
Robin, an unusually powerful storm, especially this late in the season. When this line of tornadoes ripped through this area, hundreds of families were sent scrambling into their basements to take shelter. When they came back up, many of them found everything was gone.
Now we have rain, we definitely have debris.
This is what the deadly storm looked like and sounded like as it barreled through the tiny town of Washington, Illinois.
Get to the basement now.
Dozens of powerful twisters ripping through several communities across 12 different states.
I literally had no idea where I was at. The houses were gone, the street signs were gone, and the people looked, they were in shock.
And when it was over, this is all that was left as the twisters cut a wide swath of destruction, leaving little intact in their wake.
I just happened to turn south and here it come. It was almost right on top of us.
Resident Scott Gundy had just returned from the grocery store.
I got glass flying all over the place, shrapnel, all kinds of stuff. I got a 2x4 that's like through 2 or 3 of my walls inside my house.
The reality of what's happened here still sinking in.
My neighbor found my daughter's journal that she kept as a kid. So we'll be looking for bits and pieces today.
The good news, there were early warnings, giving residents time to take cover.
Now is the time to take shelter.
But even these 2 weather forecasters were forced to sign off.
We may need to take shelter right
Yes.
now ourselves.
We do.
We need to go off the air.
What was going through your mind while you were down in that basement?
Just to keep my daughter as close to me as possible, to keep her covered up, to keep her safe. I was just worried about her.
At least 81 tornadoes were spotted across the Midwest, clocking winds over 300 kilometers an hour at times, and leaving 400 homes damaged or completely destroyed. Illinois' governor declaring 7 counties disaster areas in his state to free up resources.
The deadliest tornadoes that we've ever had in the month of November in Illinois history.
Our Father who art in heaven.
The surprise and the suddenness prompted many to turn to prayer.
Somebody was watching over us today.
Counting their blessings after deadly storms that nobody here will forget anytime soon. The National Guard is on the ground here now, helping in the search for people who might still be trapped in the rubble. That search continues until it gets dark. But the governor is on record saying he doesn't believe the death toll will rise. Robin.